And then in the VIP, I moved into Port Harcourt.
That was how you came to Port Harcourt?
Yeah, I was privileged to sit with Dangote's daughter in the
airplane.
In the airplane, in the VIP. And I drove in, and then they sent 3 cars, like a Murano Infinity, and our discussion continued to pick me. In all my lifetime, I love discussion continue. And they say, you want here? You want here? I said, no, I want to go into the discussion continue. And they were, the driver they were looking at, they want to see a big guy. And I just came in, walk down the flight, and we're moving. And when we get to the house, already party. The man was partying. And all the party was because I'm arriving.
Okay. That was the main reason for the party? The main reason
for the party. Because it's like I save him.
Sure.
That credentials, the portfolio I picked was like his life and his family.
And all these things are happening after you pulled that from 2Face?
Yes.
But why did you pull that from 2Face? Did you have issue with him?
No, there is no issue. He's a good guy to me. He's a good guy. Like I say, I think I was telling not to be there from what they say.
So that is to say that even devil can give positive message.
Of course. Of course.
Because from what you said, they did not take it to church.
Yes.
It was somewhere.
Somewhere
that have power.
Yeah. So they say to the guy,
you don't belong here.
Yeah. So they say to the guy, if you buy this record, you're going to lose. So I might possibly be paid maybe a token out of the million for an artist sign or for your album. And then they have to start selling to gain it. And the show as well, the showbiz as well. So let's say you buy this, you ain't gonna prevail. So that's it.
So you were like a bad market.
Yeah, of course. So down to Port Harcourt, like I said, and a whole lot of stuff. He said, okay. He drove me the next day after the party. We look at the environment of where the club was located. Is at the Abacha Road, OGRA, Abacha Road, New GRA Abacha Road, opposite Casablanca. Then it was Kelly's House. So I started Kelly's. After many years, it ran down. While I was there, doing the whole work, a friend of mine, Triple K, he's my producer as well. Triple K, Jack Kingsley, aka Triple K. He has a superstar record at Ajib Igbo. Then the sheer Rhapsody of Reality down to my office.
Okay.
And they offer me the Rhapsody. So they keep coming to visit me. And then gradually I begin to accept the word. And I begin to go to the church. And then I told my boss, we're going to use the inside the club as a home cell venue.
For which church is that?
Christ Embassy.
Oh, you worship with Christ Embassy?
Yes, sir.
And you're an artist there?
No, then not even in the beginning.
No, like currently now you're an artist in Christ Embassy?
I'm an artist there. A member of the Love World Singers. I'm serving in my choir.
Wow.
In my local church choir. So we gradually begin to run a sound system in the club there, because the club start midnight. So daytime on Saturday, like from 5 to 6:37, we're done. And then on Sunday, I'll go to service. I like on Sunday service, because of a lot of responsibility as a club supervisor and a club manager was on me. So I don't go to the weekly meetings. So I only go Sunday. And the pastor there, Pastor Obibi Osiwo, he loved me because he loved God. He saw the vision in me. He said to me, boy, you got to leave this place. Because even though, just to let you know, you can be going to church and still toy with your salvation.
Like the same person you gave the bar space for home sale.
Yeah.
He's telling you to leave the place you are working.
Yes.
That gave them the space.
Yes.
Yeah. So how did you see that?
Yeah. I saw it because
Don't you think it's betrayal?
Not. You do know why?
Why?
You know why? Because he is my pastor. He must have seen things.
He was not there when you got that job from Lagos.
Yes, of course.
He didn't know what transpired, how you saved that man.
Of course.
And this was a way for the man to reward you.
Yes,
not
of course.
Not that he decided to reward you in that manner.
Yes.
But because you opened his eyes
yes.
with such advice you gave.
Yes.
And now a man whom you harbored is not telling you to leave this very man that gave you this place, that made them to have that place.
Yes.
So what was he expecting your fate to be?
Initial time, it was really difficult for me to leave because I am still on the ship gate of Christianity. A ship gate level of Christianity. So there, I still depend on people to help me. So I was like, if I leave this club where I'm like a boss, I channel the money, I know what to do and end. So if I leave this place, how am I going to live?
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, it's actually a struggle. Gradually, he said to me, you are sponsoring Rhapsody, you are giving to cell leaders and members who are going for International Cell Leaders Conference in Lagos, IPPC. I put in there. But he can see that my soul is not safe.
Why? Because you're working in a bar.
Not really working in the bar. That's the problem. You can have people work in the bar that are still born again. But
are you trying to say that working in a bar is not a sin?
It's not a sin.
Okay.
It's not a sin because it's not a sin because it's a job.
Okay, if it's not a sin, then why is he telling you to quit?
Okay, why he's telling me to quit? By the Spirit, he saw it. He could foretell it. You know, when it comes to prophecy, there is foretell and foretell. Foretell and foretelling. So he foretell it and saw that my soul is not safe. And it's true, I'm not safe. I give in the church, but I was not born again. So he's after my soul.
What is actually being born again?
Being born again. Born again is the first.
Sorry, as of then, were you a murderer?
Then I was not.
Do you oppress people?
No, very humble, respectful.
Do you practice native doctor, whatever thing?
No. So now, what makes a man a sinner? You know, the Bible said, we are the seed of Abraham and are joined head with Christ. And before that, and I'll take you back to the creation, we all came out from the Adamic sinful nature. Because the man fall, we hail from the lineage of the Adam.
Okay.
So when the man fall, automatically
everybody fall. But the one they will give birth to today
also fall.
Is a sinner.
Yes. So your spirit need to be recreated. There should be an infusement. So that's why Romans chapter 10, verse 9 to 10 say, if thou shalt believe in thy heart that Jesus died and was risen, that some translations say was risen for your justification. And so with the heart man believeth, and with the mouth confession is made unto salvation.
You're actually portraying the attribute of your Jew.
Of course.
Chris.
Of course.
Like, I don't know. How does he do this? How does he implant, like, how does he deposit the seed of his knowledge in you people?
Yeah, you know, there's a saying that says a snake will give birth to a snake. A dog gonna give birth to a dog. So that bloodline, the lineage bloodline must have to flow. The DNA, it's same.
Okay, in order not to make this look so confusing.
All right.
Do you in any way regret ever leaving that job?
No, sir. No, sir. I didn't. Because.
How did you leave the place? Are they here?
I didn't.
You did not regret it?
I didn't regret.
Okay, how did you leave?
Okay. Now, when it was done with me, I have to leave.
On your own?
On my own.
By then, the man is out or still in Nigeria?
He's still in, the man is still in Nigeria.
Okay.
Now, most time, You know, when the Spirit of God, when there is a move of the Spirit in your life, there are some things that will be happening.
That you accuse village people.
Yeah. When there are things happening, when things happening to your life by the Spirit, if you don't know, you will think is a natural or human conspiracy. So my living there, I don't just know why I cannot give a proper account. Not that I'm stealing the money as big as I could. No. A little. But the man has enough. Because when he put me in that office, I begin to offer big things than the guys that were there before. From Monday to Sunday, they could give him only 300,000, 200,000. These are all we could have. But when I bust in for my first account, I gave him 1 million. Yes, and they kept climaxing. But all of a sudden, I couldn't give a proper account. Money start missing. And nobody walk into my office. I have the key to my office. And so my boss started looking at it that maybe I'm following too many women. So I'm spending all this money. So confusion start coming. I start getting tired. Being pushed to the wall in the job. It's the right time to go. The Spirit is talking, but I didn't hear. Until he demoted me from being a club supervisor and a manager to be a barman. Yeah. And then I say, no. The girlfriend I have, they say, no, boy, you can take this.
Okay,
How can you?
Girlfriend then?
Yeah. How can be a captain of a ship? You're piloting a flight, and then all of a sudden you go down. Can't you just move? You're gonna make it big somewhere else. Move out. And with pride, she saved me too. I have to leave. And when I leave, back to my house in LL1.
Okay, you were living at LL1
Yeah, the LL1 then. And then was asking God for direction. What I'm going to do. I keep attending church service. Become a full dedicated, Christian. Began to do what is necessary as a born again. Then one day I have an opportunity to meet Reverend Tom Amekina, who is the director for church ministry of Love World Incorporated. Then it's a big meeting we have with him. And he say, you have a gift. God has given you a gift. You've been translated from the kingdom of darkness unto light. It's time for you to function with that gift. And he gave the difference between the two gifts, the natural gift and the divine gift. He said, the one who is not born again, if he's making good use of his gift, he will excel. So if you are born again and you're not making good use of your gift, you will not excel.
Wow.
You see, you are there sitting at the back chair. You're seeing what the choir is doing. You're seeing, and you're looking at it, they're not doing it better. Why didn't you come up and get it done the way it should be done? Come out. The time is going. The clock is ticking. The God has bestowed you that gift to bless life and touch life. Come out wherever you are. It was in Christ Embassy, Romogo. We call it C3. Christ Embassy's own tree. Then where the wife, Pastor Joy Amekina, pastors then. A lot of us, we came out. And then he laid on us. Then it become a new beginning. Then I have to enroll into the choir.
Wow.
Began. It's a discipline. You don't just get into a choir and then you're now given a privilege to start handling mic. There's a place for service in any realms you find yourself.
Wow.
You must have to first of all serve. So we're serving. We are the back guys. They have the chorusers at the front, the lead vocal at the front. We are the back. Whether we are on key or not, we sing whatever we want to sing. All we are doing, we are following. We are following, taking correction. Most times it's not easy. It's not easy to serve. But the blessing of a man rest upon him from his place of service.
Wow.
That happens to David. His blessing began from the father's house when he took the sheep.
So how do you now transit into being a gospel artist?
Okay. Then, now I'm sitting at the background of the choir, and then it's time. It's time. So their hosting program, I see young guys, they come out with their talent, the dancer, the singers, and then I start asking God for direction, and then go back to my drawing board of my music. I see no music that I could translate or refurbish to become a Christian song. No music I have that I can change the lyrics or the rhythm or melodies. So I have to start listening. The Bible says, follow those who through faith and patience inherit the promise. So I have to start listening to people like Eben, Frank Edward, T-Sharp, Chris Shalom, Dolly McLaughlin, Phil Thompson, Todd Dulaney, and a lot of Western and Nigerian African artists, and begin to build myself. It was not really easy. These are kind of to lead it. Then I was only doing a contemporary soul song that needed no kind of backup or like a call and response, because that's what we know when we're in the secular music. You can roll anything on the beat. So, but when I get to the Christendom, music have a different dimension. It took me time to blend.
Wow.
And then my music director, Sister Bukola Alade, and she would say, man of God, you can do better for us. Now I have challenge. The challenge I have with her then was the dress code.
Sure.
The choir dress code. When they say white on black, that day you're going to see me red on black. All my clothes are the kind of yo-yo dressing.
Palazzo.
You know, guy tagging. I came into the ministry tagging, dressing bogusly. There's nothing wrong dressing nice, but there should be modesty. I was tagging into the church. That's why it's good. Whoever you see in your church, accommodate such person, because the time will come when he start listening to the word, he will adjust.
Okay.
I listened to the word until I changed my mode of dressing.
By yourself?
By myself. Because faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. So from there, I begin to adjust. And then they changed her administration to another, and they changed her administration to Minister Livingstone and Yeribe, become my music director, and say, man of God, it's not enough to just sing a normal special number, even though it blesses. Or can't you just dive into the worship, something that you can minister fully? And so how can I do it? And then he began to show me things.
Wow. You were eager to learn.
Yeah, he began to show me things. I was in the ministry for more than 8-9 years without leading. And there are a lot of people that was with me that couldn't endure. They live to where they can handle mic. Sharp on Sunday or Wednesday service. And when it's okay, I'm going to give you a song to score at home. So this Wednesday, you will lead the worship. And I'll be singing off key, off beat. I don't know the tempo of the next worship song or praise I should bring. And when I come on Puppy, everybody will,
Yet you are not discouraged.
Yet I'm not discouraged. And then gradually I could pick. And I pick. And I'm still learning, because learning is an everyday process.
So did you continue? Because you said you are not discouraged.
Yeah.
And looking at it, you didn't give up.
Yeah.
Could it be that the reason why he did not give up was because Pastor Chris made a pronouncement that to every Christ Embassy or Love Word artist that comes to your local assembly, you must not give that person anything less than $1,000?
Okay, yeah, he said so, but I am not really moved by that.
But could it be the reason why we have so many musicians in Love World today?
I don't know. I don't know, because everybody, they have their own vision and the reasons why they dive into something or engage into something.
Did you in any way receive that $1,000?
No, I've never been privileged to have that.
So what are the criteria? How do you know those who are up to receiving it?
I think because from what you say, if an artist that is being invited to your church, invited to your church. So I've not been specially invited.
Okay.
Yeah. I've not been specially invited. It was then. This thing we're talking about is then, not now. So we have to clear the air in case of viewer and listeners.
Okay.
It's there many years ago, not now.
Okay. The not now you're talking about, is it that the $1,000 is no longer holding?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
But rumor has it that he pays musicians.
Of course. He does that. Not even little. Big, because you want to make sure you are comfortable. Yeah. You want to make sure. Know of the Love World artists that are hungry. None. Or are big. As long the grace found you at that level, you are big.
Outside this music, do you do any other thing?
Yeah. I'm a corrosion control engineer. I'm an interior decor.
Wow.
Yeah. I do painting, domestic painting as well, in industrial painting, and then interior decor.
Wow.
And I'm a shawarma chef and a pizza chef.
Wow. Only you.
Yeah.
Wow. So at the cost of this, your other hustle, apart from music, have you experienced any challenge?
Of course. Like a few minutes ago, I talked about divine calling and a natural calling. The divine calling is the gift of the singing. And then the natural calling is like the skills or what you go to learn in school. So when you come out from there, you put it to work and then generate income out of there, push it in to your divine calling till you hit the mark of the high calling. So several times I display my gift, my skills on the painting aspect. I get jobs. I take contract from people. I execute. I have boys I paid based on the pay. Now, here's the challenge. 2017, September, October, that period of time, Pastor Chris had a Higher Life Conference meeting in Benin. And then I was privileged to visit my elder brother, engineer in Alegwede. So they are in Warri. So after several months spent there, because as a ministry-minded person, wherever you find yourself, the first thing, when you're traveling to a place, when you get there, the first place you should find is your place of worship. Before anything else. Not even where you want to sleep yet. Your place of worship. So when I got there, they are also a Christ Embassy member. I joined them to their church. So just keep going. I move into the choir straight. I'm not saying because I don't belong to this church. There's something Love World used to do. Whether you are from any of the branch, as long you're a choir, an usher, whatever department you are, you go there, they're going to identify with you. So I become a choir member immediately in Warri there. Christ Embassy Ekpanrio. So we began to go for rehearsal for the Higher Life Conference with the man of God, Pastor Chris, that should be hosted in Benin. So they say, okay, we got to do audition for a special number. And then I have no dime, so I have to call my producer, Triple K. I'm coming to Port Harcourt to get a record done. So when I get there, we make the bargaining. I gave him a token that give me 3 weeks. I'm going to pay you back. So he did the song. The day of the auditioning was the day I'm to move from Port Harcourt back to Warri, but I was out of time. I couldn't meet up the audition. So I didn't perform my special number. So after the whole meeting, I come back to Port Harcourt because he was calling for his money. A job came in along a location road here in Nonyigo, Port Harcourt, opposite the Bobby filling station. There's a there's a 2 deck in there. So I got a job there. I was doing the work. On the parapet, I was walking. And then on the scaffold, the bamboo scaffold, the bamboo was the bamboo they use from the laying of the block, fixing up the window, plastering the window hood and everything. So it loses its strength. But we climb up ignorantly with no safety precautions. So when I was on the parapet working on the 2-story building, yeah, there is a mechanical failure. And I fell off from there, dropped on the ground.
You fell from the 2-story
building, fell on the ground with sustained an ankle injury. That was all. No,
just that.
That's just all. No internal bleeding, no bruise on the body, no dislocation, except just that.
From 2-story building.
From 2-story. And the owner of the place, Mr. Christopher, he came. He said, "What manner of man are you?" Because people have heard people fell from 1 story, even just a normal flat,
ordinary bungalow roof,
and they collapsed and died. And then I was rushed to a massager, and then they fixed the leg. And from there, I was moved to a hospital. And then in the Port Harcourt, then while they are doing their work, like POP the leg, and these medical doctors, they can be funny sometimes. When they see there is no improvement, the next thing they could do is to evacuate the leg. So I was like, whether in the sleep or in the dream, my head, we give 3 days. If there is no improvement, evacuate the leg. Cut the leg. And I get up. I grab the nurse. I heard what they say. If any day I wake up and this leg is cut, I will destroy this building. And then my wife, I called her. What's up, man? And then she drove and sneaked me out of the hospital. Moved me to her house. And I stay in her house.
But why should hospitals do I think if you must do it, you should do it with the consent of the patient. Right?
Yeah. I think
because in most cases I've overheard people say, before I go wake up, now 1.5 leg I get. Before I go wake up, now the 2 leg don't go. Why are they like that?
Because nothing had been done about it. A doctor tried and he succeeded. The family of the disease or of the victim never do anything about it. So it become their order. Norms. So she moved me to the house, and I get into the house. I was in her house for good 8 months to get myself recovered. So I began to demonstrate my faith. I began to listen to this message by Pastor Chris, how to demonstrate your faith at any circumstances or in any circumstances or predicament, how to demonstrate your faith. And I begin to demonstrate my faith, throw one clutches away, begin to clutch with one. After some days, I'll throw another one away. I begin to walk without clutches. In all of these, I am still attending church service, sitting in the choir. And my faith pulled me out.
Wow.
And I began to walk normal.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Something that the doctors wanted to chop off.
Yes. And with the declaration of the word. The Bible says we are saints by the word, called by the word, bet by the word. So that same word, Paul says, all children of God should learn to profess. So you use your mouth. I keep declaring. The word work.
So as it stands now, do you enjoy yourself being a Love Word member?
Of course, because it's a place to be. They actually give my life a meaning. I was lost in the darkness, searching for a light. Until I encountered the ministry, my life changed.
Wow.
I would have been somewhere else or become a
By
forgotten.
now you may be a billionaire, like a kind of a popular one with Dangote them.
With no, maybe I might not even be. Might not even be.
Wow.
Yeah.
So as an artist, how do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Yeah, in the next 5 years, I'm gonna be imparting life beyond this starting, because one of the watchword of the Spirit is to take healing and music and the gospel to the nations of the world via music. So wherever I find myself singing, the preaching and thinking, not just sing. I will give the word. If there is no platform for me to preach the word before I can sing, or while singing I preach the word and make an altar call, then I won't take that offer.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to give you just 1 minute to talk to our viewers. Tell us, because most of them they are not here from the beginning when we started, so they would like to know you properly. If there is any project that you are embarking on, maybe new songs you want to produce, or your handwork, the things you do, so that those who may decide to patronize you, identify with you, sponsor you, or partner with you will definitely indicate in the comment section.
Yeah. Once again, my name is Senteri Ede, aka Mr. Credible, all the way from the Spirit Mind Music. And our vision, mission, and purpose is to take healing and the gospel to the nations of the world by music. I'm a gospel artist. In the next few months, my single is going to be out, and it's titled Ebubedike, the Glorious Warrior. Ebubedike, the Glorious Warrior.
Wow.
In my dialect, you can say Owofu Kogbenjua. Ogbenjua means warrior. Owofu means glory in the Doma language. Owofu Kogbenjua. So in Igbo language is the glorious warrior. So in the next 2-3 months, my single is going to be out. And you can follow me on my Facebook page, Senteri Ede, Instagram, official Senteri, TikTok, Senteri Ede. Thank you so much.
Wow. And what you do outside music, your handwork, what you do, because I believe it's not just music you do alone. You must have a business you do and the rest of it.
Yeah, I'm a CEO of the Expert Color.
Wow.
The Expert Color Expert. We are into paint production, interior decor, marble effect, stucco design, installation of wallpaper, screening, 3D wall panel, floating panel installation, and all kinds or types of house finishing. We are into it. So you can as well call us on 090-7272-9904. The Color Expert. Thank you so much.
Wow. Okay. Still on that mood, just one word for our viewers and encourage you. Just one word for our viewers.
Okay. God first. Yielding yourself to the ministry of the Holy Spirit will transport you from the level you are now to the next level. 100% yielding. There is nothing like when you're walking with the Spirit, you will have nothing but the result. Because that thing you are doing is of God, and you are listening to Him, following His guidance, not your 5 senses. You're going to have result. You have to be born again. Without Christ, everything you are is worthless and empty. You got to say to yourself that Jesus will not die in vain. You make place to Jesus. I'm going to preach the gospel to the whole wide world. You know why? The clock is ticking. He has put us here to preach the gospel, to tell those that are untold. That's the essence.
Oh.
Be focused.
Wow.
Do not listen or stare at the next man behind you, at your front, at your back. What you need to do, be focused on the finish line and never give up.
Never give up.
Focus on the finish line and never give up.
Wow.
One love, brother.
Wow. Mr. Santeri. That was lovely. Viewers, and I don't hear is an interior decor, right?
Interior decor.
Interior decor. And there's one you get the one where they call corrosion
control engineer.
Corrosion control engineer.
A shawarma chair.
Shawarma chair.
If I wrap shawarma for you, oh boy, you're not going to buy those street one.
Oh my goodness.
So if you're having birthday, this also remind me of a wedding or whatever, hire me. And I do shawarma for
chops,
you.
Shawarma and the rest of it.
Yeah. You can order. I can make a conference meeting delivery and packaging.
Wow.
As well.
That's lovely. Okay, viewers, don't forget, subscribe, like, share, comment, follow, refer, take it to bloggers, take it to your friends, share in groups. We are seeing everything you people are doing, and we are so proud of you. Thank you for sticking behind us. Thank you for, strongly and solidly standing by us. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I remain your humble host, the Oracle, and this is Just Say It Podcast Studio. Thank you.